In these problems, we are multiplying two-digit numbers by one-digit numbers. And I'm going to show you two different ways to approach these. The traditional way is where you multiply this number by the ones column first, and then you carry whatever is in the tens place up to the next column, then you multiply by that tens column, and then add what you carried. And the other is just to split 85 up into 80 plus 5 and do two simpler multiplication problems. And you can decide which way works best for you. But let's do this the traditional way first. So the first step is just to multiply the ones column here. So it would be 3 times 5. 3 times 5, I know that's 15. If I wasn't sure, I could add 5 3 times and come up with 15. So I put the 5 down here. So 3 times 5 is 15. That's what I've done in my head so far. And the 5, the ones column part, goes down here in the ones column. The 1 is in the tens column. That's what we carry. So the 1 goes up here. Now I'm going to multiply 3 times 8. And 3 times 8 is 24. Again, I could just add 8 3 times if I wasn't sure. And then I'm going to add that 1 to it. So you multiply 3 times 8. That's 24. And then you add what you carried. So 24 plus 1 equals 25. And since there's no more places to carry to, we just write that all down here. So 85 times 3 is 255. Let's try this in a different way. So you saw how long that took and how many steps we had to take. Let's just think of 85 as 80 plus 5. And then we're going to multiply by 3. So times 3 and times 3, and then add them together. So 80 times 3, well, 3 times 8 is 24, so that's 240. And 3 times 5, well, we just did that, that's 15. And 240 plus 15 would be 255. We came up with the same answer, yay. And in my opinion, that's a little bit quicker. So you can decide what works best for yourself, but those are the two methods that I usually would use. All right, let's try one more for practice here. So we've got 38 times 8. Let's do it the traditional way first, where we're going to multiply and carry. So our first problem would be 8 times 8, multiplying the ones. And you might know that that's 64. If you don't know, you could do some addition, although adding 8 times is kind of a hassle, but it could be done. So that's 64. I put the 4 down in the ones column, and the 6 is what gets carried. That's in the tens column. Next problem is going to be 8 times 3. And let's see, 8 times 3 is 24. And now we're going to take that 24 and add 6 to it. So 24 plus 6, that equals 30. So this is 304. Now, the other way to do that one is to think of this as 30 plus 8 and multiply both of them times 8 and see if that might be faster. So 30 times 8, 3 times 8 would be 24, so that'd be 240. Just stick that trailing 0 on, and 8 times 8 is 64, so 240 plus 64 equals 304. And actually, I'm going to show you one more way to do this. 38 is really close to 40. So let's say we did 8 times 40. The answer is going to be too big, but it's a really simple problem to do, right? Because 8 times 4 is 32, and then you just add that 0 on. So that's 320. And then it's too big by what? Well, instead of 8 times 38, I did 8 times 40. That's 2 8ths worth that we have to take off. So we just subtract 16, and that's going to be 304. So there are lots of different ways to do the same problem, and you should choose what works best for you.